1 point, dramatic for Magnus Carlsen, but even more dramatic for Wesley. So he is already down by 1 point against Maxime-Vachier Lagrave. A loss here, and Wesley will lose the match and the bar. It's saying that is a loss.
Yeah, it's saying it, and it looks really bad. I mean, take a look at the black king. I mean, it's out there exposed in the open, and it's not just the king that is in a precarious situation, because look at white's pawns. You know, it's two pawns on both sides of the board, 2 squares away from queening. Yeah, it is just a case of just taking care of the white king, ensuring that there is no danger of perpetual check. And those 2 pawns, it's just too much. I mean, there's even a 3rd pawn that's going to be marching as well.
Now, black has an extra rook compared to a bishop, but white has 4 pawns more than black does, and all of them are passed pawns. And yeah, you mentioned Ivanka, those pawns are going to do the work, they're going to do the damage. This last move by Vachier Lagrave, I really like it. It's just keeping control, not taking any risks. The white queen now stopping any potential checks that the black queen wants to make against white's king out there in the corner. White's king is the only thing that could go wrong here, just because it's so vulnerable, hiding in plain sight there on the side of the board. But the problem is for black, no time to give checks, no way to give checks, and white now with the queen trade securing, locking down the victory. And Wesley, so he just resigns. White's pawns were about to start running forward, and the black rook would have been helpless.
Wow.
Maxime takes the win.
Yeah, horrible day for Wesley. So great day for Maxime-Vachier Lagrave, winning the match here against Wesley. So it's been fantastic in the tour, but now a loss here means 0 points for Wesley. So in the fight to catch up with Magnus Carlsen on the overall tour standing. So this is dramatic. He's definitely going to hope that Magnus is not able to win his next game against Shakhriyar, Mamedyarov. And let's take a look at this game, David. What happened?
Yeah, it was a bit of a crazy game, a really wild one. Maxime-Vachier Lagrave sacrificing early in the game, trying to win, creating some threats against the black king. Here already, as we join the position, white is threatening checkmate. White is threatening to bring the queen across and trap the black king in the corner. That is why Wesley So had only one opportunity here to save the game. He missed it, however. He gave a check with his queen, but we saw the white king running to safety, and after another check, the white pawn stepped forward, and this king turned out to be surprisingly safe on the edge of the board. Instead, however, Wesley could have saved it with a miraculous move. He could have given up his rook with a check, allowing white to take back this rook, but after queen takes bishop, surprisingly, there's no way to escape the checks. White's king, no matter where it goes, will get checked. If it steps back, there'll be a check. If it steps forward again, another check, and so on. If it hides on the edge of the board this time, the checks continue, and the black queen can continue its checking motion. This was difficult to spot, but Wesley So he would normally find a defensive resource like this. Just seems like he's been out of form today.